Hello, I'm here to enlighten as many people as I can on the desecration of one of the most beautiful sites in Ireland. A little bit of history of why I'm there is my ancestors many moons ago were crowned king on the hill of Tara, as it is the hill of the High Kings, and it has a sacred valley which nobody ever lived there. It was a place of worship and a place of celebration, and they buried a lot of their kings and a lot of their people in the sacred valley of the hill of Tara. This valley is called the Gaira Valley, which is the valley of the White Mare. There's a lot of controversy over the destruction that's going on there. But there's a lot of positive things that are happening as well, and I'd like to run you through them. There is, at the moment, there's a fire that is burning on the hill of Tara, which was lit on the summer solstice 2006 in the name of the three goddesses of Tara, and that was Eru, Bana and Fola. During the year that this fire has been lit, many people has been called to the hill, and we do believe that it is the strength in the fire and the strength in the land that is calling her ancient people and her warriors. And it's very, very important that people realise the truth of what is going on out there. Now, the history of the destruction. There's a certain amount of people there that have come up with a grand plan about 10 years ago that there was a huge area of land that hasn't been exploited yet. There is a lot of environmental issues here, there's a lot of political issues here, and there's a very strong campaign. But I think most importantly I need to tell you about the gathering of people that are helping to protect this valley. Over the 9 years, people have put in a lot of time, a lot of energy into this, and their hearts have been broken. So the land has now been excavated, and everything within the valley has been bagged and tagged and put into warehouses. Now all these different groups that have been fighting for so long have come together in the name of the campaign to save Tara, and they have become an umbrella group who are all, if they're true at heart, they're coming together to put all their knowledge together and try and all pull in the one direction to stop this desecration. The sacred hill of Tara and its valley is being desecrated by this supposedly motorway, and it's going to be called the M3. They have excavated the valley. They've found souterrains, they've found cremation pits, they've found a lot of graveyards, but most importantly was the new discovery, which was a wood henge. This wood henge is enormous, it's the size of 3 or 4 football pitches. Now, the Minister of the Environment, Dick Roche, I think, has put forward that this be logged, photographed, and they put the road straight over it. This is not acceptable, and this road must be stopped, and will be stopped. There has been a huge amount of gas and oil, the biggest find in most recent times, found on the west coast of Ireland. Now they're planning 3 pipelines, one in Donegal, one in Rossport and one in Kerry. Now the one in Rossport is a temporary trial pipeline which will run straight on land. It will purify the gas, 12 constant burners burning in the sky to send the gas straight back out with no benefit to the Irish people. Now this oil and gas has been sold away from the Irish people for about £5,000 back a few years ago. Now this is all the start of the desecration and the destruction of the land, because they're going to set up their pipelines, then they're going to do a network and a chain of motorways through Ireland. Now last August they just took out a legislation that heritage will not stand in the way of production. Now I am here to tell you that production will not destroy our heritage. The oil and gas found on the west coast of Ireland is allowing these pipelines to come inland. Now, once they have the pipeline set up, they have to get the infrastructure within the country set up. Now, Ireland is a small island. It cannot take this threat environmentally. Our fish, the numbers have gone down drastically in the last 20 years. Our water is completely contaminated and there's health warnings across the country because of the amount of abuse that these multinationals are putting on this little island. They see it as a gold mine. They're not taking into consideration the environment issue because they have too much money to make here. Once they have the main motorway, which is in the most sacred ancestral site in Ireland, it's the soul of Ireland, it is what makes the magic in Ireland happen. Once they have the 60-kilometre motorway driven through there, they know that they have free run of the rest of the country, and there'll be a spider web of motorways going to Belfast, Donegal, Galway, Sligo, Limerick and Cork, and they'll be bringing it all straight to Dublin for import-export.